Live from the City of Angels, it's our MMT Monday Madness edition. You're asking, why is MMT on Monday morning here in Los Angeles? Because last night, someone forgot to plug their mic in, and the whole first half of the show is essentially unlistenable. So I figured we gotta do this again. Welcome in here. And we actually have news to discuss. It's not just about redoing the show. Because like I said, guys, doing this live stream is cake for me, right? It just comes very easily. So for me to redo an entire hour, look, here we go. We're off and running. This is just something that I can do in my sleep, essentially. And yeah, look, Weber's already talking about how great he is. Here's the deal. There's no one in the space who is better at calling people out, holding people accountable, and being objective and fearless and talented all at one time. That's why we're the gold standard, baby. Do not forget it, okay? Let's get into what we're going to talk about today because, as you guys know, I want accountability. I demand accountability. If you're one of these people that are out there shouting and demanding that this film essentially bomb, we're talking about the Odyssey here, and we're going to get the latest update, box office-wise, moments away, then you need to, if you have the courage, if you have the valor, if you have the authenticity to then go back and say, listen, we big time mistook the power that Christopher Nolan has, and we thought that we were drunk on our own power and we can destroy anything we want. And it has flown up in your face. That is why today we talk about the clown show of the week that is the grifters out there that look really dumb. Why do they look dumb? Well, let's go ahead and pull it up. Latest, right in from my inbox, like literally about 15 minutes ago. This is the revised global box office based on the actual number Sunday did. Because remember, the estimate Sunday, we went up basically 15 million, somewhere in that range. We're now at $652 million after 2 weekends. You guys ready for the drop overseas? And guess what? I've got receipts, unlike these people who say, well, I never said that. Oh, we're going to play somebody who did say that. And we're also going to tell you that I said this film would slay overseas bigger than here. Obviously, you look at Oppenheimer, it was like 2-1. Very clear. You got to understand that even if you get the woke bullshit going on here with all the grifters piling on saying, how can we make a bunch of views and likes and subs from this? The Chris Gores of the world, who's sold out, who has no more credibility whatsoever. In fact, I don't know, is he doing a live stream right now or is he drinking a Truly? I'm not sure. It's one of the two. Maybe live stream Truly at the same time. I have no idea. Keep me updated in the comments if you would. But we're talking about minus 3%. Minus 3? What? That is insane, right? The only time we see that, essentially never. I mean, Obsession went up because it didn't open big, and then people go, holy shit, this film's amazing. Like I said, the night I came out, that Thursday, before anyone was talking about Obsession, I said, this thing is going to be massive. Not 450 plus million worldwide, but still, right? So that was a rare case of it going up, and then the drops were like just ridiculously low. We're at minus 3 overseas, and here in the States, we were at 30. Now we're at minus 27. So right now, you're talking about 289 stateside, 362 overseas, 652. We're going to $1 billion. There's no question about that. This thing is soaring. There is no stopping this. And all the grifters out there, and this is why I'm here again redoing last night's stream, because you guys have zero credibility. The difference between me and you is all I have is credibility. We might not have the most viewers. We may not have the most subs. We might not have the most likes, but I can promise you this. No one in this space is more truly authentic and objective and anti-agenda than me. And that's why we destroy you. And that's why you are deciding to come after the ace. Because I got news for you guys. You know that if there's someone in this space that can stand up to you, and you call me the Gerard Butler 300 of the space, baby, because I'm built like that bastard. Here's the reality. You don't understand that you're messing with the wrong dude. And now that you want to play that game and do ad hominem attacks and come after me with things like, oh, he's gay. Oh, he posts pictures of with his shirt off. You guys don't have anything to work with. That's why you've got to dig to that kind of garbage that frankly is a positive. Dude, look at the dude. The dude's jacked. He's got a six-pack. Oh, no, that's a negative. Yeah, to you, squishy ass, when you take your shirt off, people look at you and go, what is this shit, man? Put your shirt back on. That's why there's shirts. So that you have to wear one. If there's shirts and skins in basketball, you're definitely the shirts. Can you take it off? The skins are like, damn, man, we're going to miss every shot. You're so damn mushy, man. So don't mess with the ace. You guys don't understand. You just don't. But you're learning, and you'll continue to learn. Because this is not just a one-time thing with me. We will continue to drag you because I've been waging war against film Twitter for how many years now? You guys have no idea. Anyone that's been following me knows I go after film Twitter and the misfit island of toys, right? Forever. The island of misfit toys that is film Twitter, I have gone after repeatedly, and I will continue, and I will open up a second front against you, the grifters, because even though the weirdos out there are whatever, they're just doing their thing, they definitely don't have good taste in film, but you guys are phony, okay? That's almost a bigger crime. It is. I mean, dude, phoniness is the most bullshit thing out there. No one has ever, can I just state this right now? No one has ever called me phony. It's never happened. You know what the other thing they never said? This guy's not good. It's never happened. You know why? Because that's why they have to go to, well, he takes his shirt off. Look at him. Oh, he's gay. Because, and by the way, let me explain something I said last night. I'll say it again today because you think I'm going to run from this, dude. You got no idea who you're dealing with, man. If I were gay, I would be the most openly gay dude you've ever met. I would be straight up having guys hit me up in DMs on Twitter. Hey, you want to hook up? That's how that culture works, dude. I have plenty of friends who are gay. I'm not, but that's what you have to resort to. Imagine that that's all they have. Boys, you guys are cooked, bro. The ace, and you guys, the funny thing is when people watch, they go, this guy's real. These other people are phony as shit. And let's start with a person that we are going to drag here as we're at $652 million. Your boy, the Critical Grifter. Now, let's talk about the Critical Grifter. It's a guy who has, millions and millions of followers and subs and views. The video we're going to watch right now is his reaction to the trailer. It's got 3.5 million, now 3.6 million views. Okay, so this pays the bills. That's what you guys need to understand. That's why these people do what they do. This is why Chris Gore sold out. Chris Gore knew that if he continued along his path of essentially no one watching his channel, he had to lean into the anti-woke side of it and jump onto the nerdrotics of the world and all that and become glommed on with this cult, right? Because that equals views and subs and money. And for me, listen, how many streams do I do where I play videos, I play songs? Last night we opened with a song. Today I was like, let's just get straight into it. But once I play a song, the entire stream is demonetized. Do they do that? Of course they don't, because they're all about money, okay? The other thing is, I'm going to take some comments here today, plenty of them, but here's the deal. When I take a comment, the difference between me and them is I'm not making you pay a super chat to do that. Gary's over there like, pay me 10, pay me 20, I'm only going to answer your super chat. I'd love to see him start answering people that don't pay the super chat. He won't do it because it's all about grifting. It's all about making money, and there's nothing wrong with that. This economy sucks ass. But my point is what I do is authentic and is not agenda. My agenda is just to do a good show and to inform and to be objective and to evaluate these things as perfectly as possible. I mean, as much as you can. And I think there's no one in the space who can even come close to what we do. But let's watch the Critical Grifter, because he has a video, and I want to show you the difference between what I do, and I'm going to watch a video from me in a second, and we'll watch what he does. First, let's watch what he does, okay? And I want you to listen. What I really want you to listen to here is back into this little reaction to the trailer. He is playing both sides of the coin. He has no courage. Listen to how this goes, because this is how you say, like he does, right? Here he is, the Critical Grifter, and he's sitting here saying that, well, maybe, but I don't know, could. It's back and forth vacillation and zero fortitude whatsoever.
Ultimately, though, maybe this backlash, for all its noise, is just confined to the internet, and the normies out there couldn't give a shit about any of these casting controversies.
But
I mean, Christopher Nolan
wait,
is one of the
we're getting to
few
a but.
star directors out there who can sell tickets on his name alone, so I definitely wouldn't count him out with
Here it
this
is.
one. Is it going to reach Oppenheimer levels of success? Probably not, but I do think it'll turn a healthy profit.
Did you hear?
And what the hell?
Can you imagine that? First of all, it is going to be bigger than Oppenheimer. Did you just hear what he said? He said, "Is this going to reach levels of Oppenheimer? Probably not, but it will turn a healthy profit." Dude, what are you even doing, Grifter boy? What are you doing? Why? This is the saddest shit I've ever heard. Like, seriously, if this was a video for me, I would hope you drag the shit out of me. This is not taking a stand. Did you hear that? Well, it probably won't. Not it won't. It probably won't. And then, but it will take a profit. But it's hard to say. Let's continue because it keeps going. It's the both sides of the coin flip-flopping. He should be a politician running for office here in California.
Maybe he'll surprise us all and create a genuine masterpiece with the Odyssey, but I don't know, man.
Maybe, but this guy's a joke. You guys think this is the dude? You guys think this guy's the dude? Are you listening to this shit? Maybe, but maybe, I don't know. Possibly, can't tell. What the fuck? You guys, this is your guy. This is the almighty exalted leader. Are you kidding me? The critical fucking grifter.
I've got this weird little feeling that he might have gone a bridge too far with this one. Either way, we'll find out in a couple of weeks.
Holy shit.
Anyway, that's all I've got for today.
What is this anyway? But we'll find out. I don't know. Probably not this. Can't tell. Possibly. That's why he has a reply on Twitter. I don't have it in front of me. You guys look at it. It's like, I never said that. Well, of course you didn't. You said both things. You fucking politician, dude. The critical, from now on, the critical grifter. Grifter, make a video. Make a video about me. I want you to use the exact segment I just did and then make fun of yourself because it's a joke, dude. No fortitude. You want to see what fortitude looks like? You see what taking a stand looks like? Let's watch my video on the same thing. Look what the title of the video is. It's called The Odyssey Is Not Bombing. Let's listen to a second from the ace and the difference between saying something and standing behind it and being a vacillating politician. I need to go on record right now and state that the Odyssey is not bombing. It's not happening. You talk about all this sentiment that the casting decisions here by Nolan, they're going to wreck this film and no one's going to go out to see it. Guys, what are we talking about? Yes, I understand how some of you are not thrilled with the decisions. I'm not going to argue that they're maybe not the ones I would make. But again, until I see the film, I'm not going to go off on the Odyssey and say this is going to sink this film. We will find out. But I need you to understand something. Betting against Nolan is really dumb. I think that's much. Okay, guys, honestly, come in the comments right now. I will entertain as many as possible. Which one is stronger in their statement and in their belief of what they're saying? In other words, can you tell what I'm saying versus what Mr. Vacillation, I'm running for office, is talking about? Can you guys help me with that? Can you just come in here right now and tell me which one is taking a stand and which one is playing both sides of the coin? And then if I get it wrong, I really didn't get it wrong because I can't be called out because I didn't say it was going to be that way. I didn't say that way. Do you see what I'm saying, Julian? Do you hear this? I'm being fair. What I do, am I doing an ad hominem attack like these guys do? Oh, Weber's gay. Oh, Weber takes his shirt off. Oh, Weber's loud. Oh, Weber's this. You guys know this is called attacking the message, not attacking the messenger. These people don't have the high ground. They preach this, oh, we're the almighty anti-woke, everything that's good in the world, let's keep that going. Turns out you're just as nasty as the left. Let me remind you one more time, you're not playing with a normal dude. I will savage you guys. You have no clue, man. You don't know. If you've never watched MMT, I am just getting started. And I promise you this, these people are gonna feel the full wrath of what I do because now I'm taking the gloves off. I'm gonna go after you as often as you can imagine because the difference between me and you is I have attacks on the message, you have attacks on the messenger, and that gives me the high ground, and that is why we are going to win. We are the gold standard, and you guys are a bunch of grifting frauds, okay? And remember when I say this, you have zero credibility. I want you to look in the mirror and say you're a sellout because that's all you are. You're a fucking sellout that preaches to your cult, and your cult wants to hear the message, and that's how you make the money. You don't stand for anything. You pretend you do, but you don't. You stand for the almighty dollar, which makes you useless. You have no worth. Zero. All I have is credibility and massive respect in the space. Whether the people like me or not, they go, this motherfucker tells the truth. And you damn well know it. You all know it. And look, no one else could. Here's the thing is, I am inassailable. You cannot come after me. You have nothing you're going to come after me with. You're going to say he's mean. You're going to say this. I don't have the things. That's why I've said this repeatedly, guys. You don't understand. You know why these people go to things like, oh, Weber takes his shirt off. Oh, Weber's gay. Oh, Weber's loud. Because they don't have anything. When you don't have anything, you have to make things up. Trust me, the first thing they would do if I was fat would say, look at this fat piece of shit. But because I'm ripped, because I have a six-pack, they don't know what to do. They go, oh, look at this guy. He's taking steroids. I've never taken steroids in my life. You want to pay for a steroid test? Go for it. I'll take it tomorrow. You pay it. I'll send you the fucking receipt, and you'll shut your mouth because you don't do the work. I'm going to the gym right after this, and this is why I look like Adonis and you look like Jabba the Hutt. You see the difference? That's the difference. One of us puts the work in, one of us doesn't. So don't attack me on ad hominem bullshit. Don't ever do that because that gives you nothing. That means you just lost. You are admitting to the world you have nothing, and you are grasping at bullshit to try and assail me. You can't do it, and you know that. You know that. But this is exactly what it is. Too small. It's exactly what's happening here. Critical drinker, grifter, whichever way you want to go. The critical grifter drinker, he is playing both sides, playing it safe, so he cannot be wrong. That is a politician. Guys, that's a politician. Make the promise and then go, well, I don't know. It's like, dude, this isn't anything. Like, I would respect you more, grifter, if you actually took a stand and said, this film's going to bomb. It's not going to go well. Look at the dislikes on the video, right? Remember we were talking about that? All these people did. Instead, he's like, well, I don't know. Maybe trust Roland. Hard to say. Unbelievable. You guys think this is the guy. It's just laughable. Dudes, by every metric, what I do is light years stronger than what these people do. It's not a contest. Dude, it's not. And, before I was making fun of all the critics in the space are terrible. But the right is just as bad, man. These grifters are maybe worse. Chris Gore, and all that crowd over at Friday Night Tights. I'm glad you have 10 boxes of dorks because you need 10 boxes of dorks to contend with one ace, and you still can't get it done with your army of 10 dweebs. I'll tell you right now, there's no chance, man. You bring me on that show, I will detonate every one of those boxes. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. You're done, you're done, you're done. Hit the road. You guys can't hang. And they talk about masculinity. Holy shit. Half those people look like soy boys. They really do. It's like you've never hit a gym, dude. Look at the muscle tone. There's zero. If you were at the NFL Combine, they'd be like, this guy has no muscle tone, never hit a gym in his life, right? I love you guys ever looked at the NFL Combine, the notes? They put them online. They say, built like Adonis plays, built like Tarzan plays like Jane, stuff like that. That's these people, right? They don't even look the part. They're just filling a character. They are characters. My character is authenticity, dude. This is 100% who I am. Is it slightly amped? Of course, dude. I'm doing a live stream. Of course, I'm going to amp things up. But none of this is phony. None of this is inauthentic. What I do is real. And that's the thing that you guys understand. I know you do, the people out there that watch this show. Critical Drinker is big enough to where it says nothing. It's success. He can claim he was right. If it's a flop, he can say a victory lap. See, that's what he just did. That boy, he did the exact same thing, right? He even answered that, by the way. He answered the tweet saying, I never said that. Dude, you have no fortitude. Drinker, grifter, you have no fortitude, none. I wouldn't even say anything. I would just shut up. Listening to what I just said, I'm not listening to it again. You guys just heard it. The back and forth, playing both sides, maybe, but I don't know. Could be. Hard to say. I don't know. I feel like he went too far, but maybe he didn't. This is garbage. This is absolute garbage. And it's got 3.6 million views. So go watch your boy Critical Drinker. Go watch the 10-box Friday Night Tights if you want to see X-Ray Girl and her band of misfits. But I'm promising you right now that no one, all 10 of those boxes in the Hollywood squares of dorks cannot contend with one box here on MMT. And again, guys, I want you to come after me. Make your videos saying, look at this guy. He takes his shirt off. Look at this guy. He wears football kits, soccer jerseys, whichever one you want. Look at this guy. He's now got the Tony Stark glasses on. I will decide to how I dress and how I look and how I present, and I don't give a fuck about what you think. Let me make that very clear. I do not care if you don't like how I am dressed today, how I am adorning my wonderful new Ross shades that I got for $40 that are actually really nice sunglasses. I will do what I want on this stream, and the difference between me and you is that I'm the real fucking deal, and you guys are grifting pretenders. Do not, man, you guys really fucked up. I love it. Roll up, roll up, roll up. All of you. I don't see. Hey, by the way, you want me to do me a favor? Why don't you come in? Why don't you come in and comment right now? Everyone gets angry with me and goes, well, he doesn't allow comments on Twitter. Come into my space right now. Keep it civil. Because if you come in here doing ad hominem stuff, I'm going to fucking destroy you. You're gone. But if you come in here and want to decide stuff, I want you to argue. I want you to say, here's what you're going to say. You know what I'm going to hear? We never said that. You guys are unbelievable. That's what the drinker said. Dude, of course you didn't, because you didn't say anything. You said nothing. You said nothing. Drinkers' videos use the same video on every vid. It's exhausting. Probably because frames, and we're welcome to the channel, by the way. Here's the reality. Is that he probably has an editor, because he doesn't do the work. He probably just has an editor, and the editor's lazy. He said, here's whatever, $50 for the video, $100 for the video. Look how much money he's making, $3.6 million. The thing is what I always wonder about that stuff is, because you guys know I don't have all these videos because I just do it live. I shoot live. It's easy for me. I can still run off to the gym after this. I'm sit here and edit for like an hour. When you talk about all those edits and you have all that stuff that's IP, you don't really monetize it. So I'm curious how he gets around that, because once you start showing all that stuff, it's IP, right? And you're going to get the copyright, not a claim like you're going to get your strike against your channel, but you're going to get the copyright. Like every time I play a song, no matter what it is, I'm talking about the smallest electronica song that we love here. I play all kinds of stuff like that when I open the stream on Sunday night. Did last night, played Queen, right, from Flash. But the reality is this, is that you get an instant notification from YouTube saying you cannot monetize the stream because it instantly goes down. So that's why you don't see Nerdrotic. That's why you don't see Chris. They don't do that because they know that once that happens, the entire stream gets demonetized. So they are all about money. I'm about making a good show. And that's the difference between what I do and what they do. Okay, a couple more comments, and I'm going to get into a story I want to talk about here today, because I think we've flamed the shit out of these guys. There's more people. There's plenty of people that we can continue going off on. But the reality, that's a good one, Coach. That's a good one. Their fans have such terrible takes about the box office. They have to pretend that they're trolls trying to make them look bad. They're really dumb. The audience is very low IQ, very cultish, right? They don't really have good knowledge of what they're talking about. And the worst thing that I always talk about here is when you have someone who doesn't know what they're talking about, but yet really is confident. That's a crazy combination, right? Imagine being so stupid and then being incredibly confident about being stupid. That's who you deal with in the space. And not just it's on the left, but it's also on the right for sure. And certainly with a lot of these fans, they don't understand. This film's going to drop second weekend. How many times do you hear that? Drop second weekend. -3. Overseas, -3. You guys look like fucking idiots. And yet you're going to continue? Just own you got the L. Like, how? I don't understand why that's so hard. How hard is it for you to admit that you took the L? How? Why is that hard? Just admit it. You took down a film, Snow White, that was low-hanging garbage fruit. Easy destruction on that film. Supergirl, terrible film. We trashed that film. And even Snow White, I said it's not the worst film ever made, but I certainly didn't recommend it. And you look at now, Odyssey, they tried to go after Nolan in a film that is strong. It's not his best film. Interstellar's his best film. Why can't these people just be honest, real, and forthright? Because they don't have the spine they pretend to have. They pretend to have the spine. They don't. They really don't. They run, they hide, they cower. They are literally a bunch of pussies. They really are. 100%. I mean, because here's the reality is, dude, I'm right here. You want to come after me, come in the comments. By the way, Dieter, thanks for watching here in Germany. What time is it there? Is it like 7 o'clock at night? Yeah, look, this is what happens when the entire live stream goes down. Last night, look, so you see the plug right here? The plug into the mic. I unplugged it before I did last night's show, and when I plugged it back in, it resets on the streaming service I use called StreamYard. And all of a sudden, the microphone was like the microphone from the cam, and you could barely hear me, and it's like, what is this shit? So I said, let's get rid of the stream, and let's just redo it. Because like I told you guys, these other people need 10 boxes. I need one person. I'm right here. I'm doing the exact same stream, slightly different. It's live, so you feel it. I'm not quite as incredibly enraged as I was last night, which is probably good. But the reality is that I can do this in my sleep. These other people can't. It's the other thing they know. They know that Weber can do this live. I can come on right now and talk about something instantly. It doesn't take any effort for me. These people have to edit videos. They can't do what I'm doing. If they try to do what I'm doing, there'd be stuff and that shit be going on. It'd be the worst shit you ever watched. Not me. I can do another one later. I'll fire up another one after I get back from the gym. It's easy for me. I'll do another one after that. You guys don't understand. That's why you're afraid. and you should have fucking left me alone, because now I'm coming for all you grifters, and I've been holding back, and it's time. The gloves are off, and you bring your ad hominem attacks, because everyone knows it's bullshit. I'll take off my shirt. I'll pose as many shirtless pictures as I want, and you know what the best thing is? You'll love it. But as my buddy Greg Plitt, who's one of the best badasses I've ever seen in my life, a real tragedy. You want to go into the Greg Plitt story? We'll watch a video sometime. I talk about him all the time. He's a workout dude, lived here in Burbank. He was a monster. One of his quotes was this: when you become, he was like ripped, dude looked like, I think he was the guy in Watchmen. They used his body for one of the characters in Watchmen, the ripped guy. He had just a perfect physique, and he said on his videos, and I'll find it and we'll play it some night, when you become in shape, when you become the man, people are going to hate you, because it's a reminder to them of all the choices they made that could have led them to that path, but instead they chose not to. So they don't want to see it. They don't want to be reminded that they never amounted to the thing you did, because they didn't do the work. So they're not going to celebrate it because they're insecure and they're sad about them not following through. That is not a me problem. For me to have pride in my shape, in what I bring to the table, that is not a me problem. That's a you problem that reflects right back on you, because you don't have the confidence that I have. And let me explain where that comes from. I said it last night. I'll do it again right now. 10 years ago, I was in the darkest place in my life. You have no idea. I was depressed. I was borderline wanting to end it. And I can tell you right now that when you hit rock bottom, when you come out and you crawl out of the well, like you've seen in the movies, hand and foot on the side, doing your best to just claw to the top of the well and get back out. When you're out of the well, when you're out of the nadir and you've made it to the top again, I got news for you. Nothing scares you. So if you, Cobra, and all you grifters out there think that I am going to cower and run from you, I got news for you. Wrong fucking call. We are just getting started, and you really should have left this cat alone, because now I will wage war with Film Twitter, and I'll definitely wage war with you, because you guys are phonies. You are grifters. You don't have the high ground, and that is why we will win, and that is why MMT is the gold standard. There is no contest whatsoever for this. They know that. And like I said before, do you know why they're coming after me? Let me tell you why they're coming after me. Again, because they know I'm a threat. They know that if I reach critical mass, if I get to the point where I become much bigger than a niche thing that we are, and it's fine. It's not even like I care about that, but they know that if that happens, they're fucked, because the viewers they'll watch me and they go, no, I isn't watching this shit anymore. They got to keep tabs on me. And guess what? You better, because I'm only going and ascending higher. I got news for you. It's only going to go more. What you did is, let's also talk about this. You guys know I've been kind of like, I'm not really that motivated to do the channel at times. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this. Now, Odyssey certainly rejuvenated that. But what really got me fired up again is having these grifters come after me. So I need you to understand something. I have the Kobe mentality, the Mamba mentality, where this is a competition and I am a warrior. And if you're going to talk shit about me, you're only going to push me higher. I say this all the time, man. When I go in the gym today, I am going to destroy the workout, because you guys made that happen. I want you to understand that. Not you, the grifters. You made that happen. I'm going to double down, triple down, quadruple down. Now it's on. You have rejuvenated me. You have made me want to ascend to a level that will decimate your entire space of grifting clowns. So I hope you're ready, because it is coming. You better make a lot of videos about me. You better dig some shit up about me. You better find some stuff. Trust me, I always say this all the time. If I had like a rap sheet, you don't think I'd be nailed by now from Film Twitter? You don't think I'd be nailed right now from whatever? You guys be all over, oh, look, he has a domestic violence thing. He has this and that. That's the thing, right? He's got some parking tickets, okay? He also one time ran through a red light, and he got a big fine for that. boy, these are bad crimes. Look at this guy. He is really something that we've got to take care of. No, that's what you don't have. That's why you go to the bullshit, made up stuff. And that is why I will vanquish you. Good luck. Let's talk about our next. I'll go from our comments and we'll go to the next. I've got a big topic I want to talk about today. So I'm very excited, actually, because it's going to be what we do. I think it's better than what we do is better than what other people do. It's not a contest, guys. Go watch Chris Gore. I think he's either on live or he was earlier. Go watch their stream. I want you to come back, come in the comments. If you're not watching right now, I want you to come in and comment on my channel. I want you to say, holy shit, this isn't a contest. Look at what they're doing. Look what I'm doing. This is paint drying. This is milk toast shit, what they do. I am filling space for 30 minutes straight, a one-man wrecking crew. I don't need two people. I don't need dead air. I have been going and going, as people call me, the Energizer Bunny. Do not mess with me. After making endless videos trashing the Odyssey and saying it's dead on arrival, Mr. H still hasn't made a video about it. Who's Mr. H? I have no fucking clue who that is. I don't watch these people. I only know about them because apparently they're coming after me now. Someone goes, oh, the Cobra guy attacked you. I'm like, who gives a shit, dude? If they're attacking me, that means I'm fucking winning. And also I watch is like, look, the first thing is like, look, he's shirtless. Like, that's a negative. He has a six-pack, guys. Holy shit. This guy, fuck you guys. He has a six-pack. Oh my God, this guy. That's the difference between me and you. Again, remember, I got receipts. And remember, I'm proud of what I am. You're probably not. You definitely don't like the fact I have a six-pack and you look like a pile of mush. That's a you issue, man. So remember, dudes, you don't understand. You poked the fucking bear, and the bear is ready. You guys are so wrecked. I can't wait. I have dragged Gore. I'm going to start dragging each and every one of you because you want to play that game. It is on. You guys, and trust me, there are people watching right now going, holy shit, this was a bad move. This was a really stupid move from me. Anybody who watches Eric knows he's not box office obsessed. Bosworth. I'm not. Dude, first of all, can I just tell you something? I'm not box office obsessed. I know box office. So we talk about it. Because, look, I could hate a film. This is Bosworth in here talking shit. Let's talk to Bosworth. Hey, buddy, roll up. I hate Poor Things. I despise that film. I trash that film. I got heat from everybody for taking a selfie in a movie theater saying this is the worst thing ever. It's problematic. You look at that film, you talk about Emma Stone being implanted with a baby's brain and then going out and experiencing sex. Okay, you're telling me that's not disturbing? Guys, stop and think about that. But guess what, Bosworth? I know you're not Brian because you're definitely not built like him. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You played the game, man. Don't play the game with the ace. The reality is this, is that Poor Things made 115 plus million worldwide. That is a hugely successful film. It was a $30 million budget. That means that made at least, what, $40, $50 million in budget, so in profit, whatever. You see, I don't like the film. The film makes money. These are two separate things. So I gave the Odyssey a B+ because I think the filmmaking is epic and grand, and I like what Nolan does, but I don't think the story and the casting decisions are really what I want. We talked about it. Go back and watch the entire evaluation. It's like 30 minutes. It's one of the best I've ever done, if not the single best. I want to tell you this, is that the Odyssey's at 652. You guys said it was going to not do well. You said it's going to fall apart in the second weekend. You're wrong. These are facts. I am arguing with facts. So do not argue with me about the fact that I'm using box office to drive home a point. Unbelievable. This is what I'm talking about. These are the right-wing fucking grifters I got to deal with. I shouldn't even have to answer that question. You guys understand that, right? Why am I answering that question? I need you to explain. Why am I answering a dumb fucking question like that? That's what I want to know. Great question, because I don't know why I just did. What a waste of time. They'll attack anyone about any looks because they can't do anything on the merits. Of course they can't. I know they can't, and they know that. They know that. Oh, who is it? Tell me who it is in the comments. Is it your boy? Hold on, I got it. Critical Grifter's an idiot. Well, yeah. Hold on. Where's somebody? I'm looking for him. It's me alone today. Hold on. I don't even see him. Give me a second. Michael. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Michael. We call Michael being huge. I'm looking. They convince themselves the arbiter of taste, so they go universally bad movies like Supergirl. Yes, because they know it can be fair. No, I'm not. Nerdrotic follows me. Nerdrotic's never asked me to be on a stream. He's followed me forever. He knows who I am. He's 100%. He's replied to me a billion times. He's liked my tweets a lot. So he knows who I am. I don't, Gary seems cool. I don't care. I just don't like the grift. I actually think of all the people that I would say, of that space. I actually do believe that Gary's the coolest dude. Like, he wouldn't resort to that. He's not that guy. But I got guys like Cobra or whoever these people are. I don't even fucking Cobra. These people like come after me and say this guy's that. I don't see who is the guy. I don't know who else. Maybe the guy's not showing up because I already blocked him. It could be that, because I'm looking for him. I'm ready. I'm 100% ready to answer whatever they got, as long as they're not being. Tell me who it is. Just I got a super chat. Thank you, Marvin. Appreciate it. Your channel deserves to grow. Thanks for the hard work. I appreciate that, Marvin. Look, man, I'll answer any comment. And here's the deal, right? The super chats are great. They're awesome. But I also just like having a conversation with you guys, and I think it's deserved. I think you guys are here. Why would I treat someone different? Because they're a customer or not? I mean, you guys are all watching the show. It's all good. But I'm not going to, dude, Marvin, as I say that, I want to tell you, thank you. Honestly, I mean that. It means a lot, because, dudes, I mean, you don't just do this for fun. Yes, you do. But, I mean, money's not the only outcome. The outcome is truth. Outcome is impact. And I know I have both those things going for me. Why do you think a lot of people in Hollywood know who I am? A lot. The Rock knows who I am. Ryan Reynolds knows who I am. Matt Reeves, we've told that story a million times, knows exactly who I am. He called me out in person. Paul Walter Hauser's certainly aware of whoever is. I mean, there's a reason why. You know why? Because I have credibility. They wouldn't know me otherwise. If I was a clown, if I was like Soups, they would laugh at me. They know who I am, and they go, this guy's good. I get direct message from a director one time. He's like, you know what's good about you? I never know what you're going to say, because I'm objective. That's why. If you would Nerd Rock ever get that? No. Would Chris Gore ever get that? No, because you know why? You know exactly what they're going to say. They're rarely, if ever, going to surprise you. All I do is just surprise you. That's all I got. Do I got anything? It's Movies America. Where's Movies America? I didn't see it. I'm looking. Here it is. Hold on. You started this by showing your envy about how much more successful critical. No, dude. Movies America. First of all, I think you've been here for a while, or you follow me on Twitter. I don't fucking have envy of those guys. I'm telling you, what I have is they have an audience full of simps who want to be parroted the talking points that they dish out, and I don't deliver that. What I deliver is something that is more challenging to consume, because I am offering critical thinking and challenging the way you think, and that is far more interesting than those two who just parrot what you want to hear, because the minions that tune in want to be preached to by their propagandist. You see? But then they say, well, Hollywood's a propagandist. Of course Hollywood can be propagandist. I've never said it can't. But if that's your entire identity, it's boring as hell. So, yeah. And by the way, that's civil enough. I'm not going to bounce that person for saying that, you know? It's just it doesn't. Thank you for putting it in there. Okay, let's talk about our next topic, because this is a big one. It's a fun one, and I think, you know, we need to get to something else, because I think we've done that. They got their asses handed to them. They got clowned by Nolan. It's really that simple. We've beat it over the head for 37 minutes. Let's go ahead and talk about this. This is a big story, and look, Ryan Reynolds is in trouble now. This was one of the most brilliant PR plays I've ever seen. Okay, why do I say Ryan Reynolds is in trouble? You guys are following the entire It Ends With Us saga, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. If you look at the facts, essentially tried to destroy a man, take a film away from him. And everybody is on that page. Very few people are with Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. So, here are the signs. He has limited comments on Instagram and Twitter. As a celebrity, that's almost unheard of, because typically, if you're a celebrity like a Ryan Reynolds, you're going to get nothing but love, showered with praise. Why do I limit comments? Just quickly on that. Because I don't owe some of these cretins the time. But Ryan Reynolds is a major actor who should be beloved. Different story. So I just want to make sure that's clear. You guys understand what we're doing here. But when he didn't limit comments, there are people popping in going, no one likes you and your wife. You fucked up. We don't love Ryan Reynolds anymore. This is problematic. So how do you combat that? Well, you do exactly what Ryan Reynolds did at Comic-Con. And if you haven't seen it, here he is. We'll make it bigger. This is from Twitter. And this is him dressing up as jeans pull. It looks like denim to me. Denim pull, and walking around the convention unbeknownst to all of the other attendees.
take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
And it keeps going, right? But there he is with all these people. And if you want to get back on the public's good side, it's exactly what you do. Whoever had this idea is brilliant strategist. This is how you do it. Because look what's happened. Here's someone who retweeted it, right? Let me go back. Look at this. This is a comment that now has a ton of likes. This dude went to San Diego Comic-Con and spent the day taking pictures with people who didn't know it was him because he knew it would mean something to them after. It's the little things, man. Mills. This is the difference between how you view things and how I view things and why I'm the gold standard and you're just a guy who's saying what should be said. This is PR. This is brilliant. This is exactly how you try to rebuild the public image of Ryan Reynolds. Yes, what you're saying is true, but you got to look at the bigger picture. What we do better than anyone else on this channel is see the 50,000-foot view. Everyone else looks at the little detail. I see the big fucking picture. And this was a PR play that was outstandingly executed and is getting exactly what he wanted out of this. Ryan Reynolds and his PR crew. They wanted him to rebuild his image, and that's exactly what's just happened. You need to look at the bigger picture. And I know Ryan Reynolds follows me on Twitter. Maybe he's watching right now. There's a chance. I mean, he follows me. So there's a chance I show up in his For You, or actually it's the following tab, right? So if he is, Ryan, I actually still think you're great. I'm not sure I love what happened with that whole situation. I don't know the 100% truth. I just know the facts don't look good. But I will say that what you did at Comic-Con was nothing short of perfection. And that's how you do PR. Thumbs up for what I just did, because no one else does what I do. And what I just did is smarter and better than anybody else in the space, including your 10 boxes at Friday Night Tights. Steal it. I dare you. Because I'm going to post this. It's already up. I'm going to post it momentarily when it's over. Take this entire segment. I want you to steal it so I can make you look more like clowns, because you already are clowns. Let's have the clown show continue, because Weber does it better. Always have, always will. Let's do some comments here. Hey, man, listen, I'll do my show how I want. If you don't like what I just said, if you have a problem with what I did, no way, baby. Too bad. Too bad, baby. I am the gold standard, and I will have as much confidence as I want. Ryan isn't likable, though. Well, here's the thing. But, Red, that's the issue, is that he's trying to combat that, Red, and what happened here is exactly what you want. You've got him dressed up, acting like the average fan, cosplaying at Comic-Con, and then, oh my God, it was actually Ryan Reynolds. So all these people start talking about how awesome it was to have him there, and then he's a great guy for doing this. You see, it combats the narrative that he's a piece of shit, which a lot of people think, right? So that's why it is so smart. You got to understand, right, Red? So yes, I understand. See, you're the reason why this stunt is played, because people are like, we don't like this guy, right? I know what I just did was pretty brilliant, right? I mean, the play was brilliant, but how I see it. But here's the deal. Listen, Coach, I didn't say guys, I'm not saying, here's what, okay, look, I don't know the person. I met him one time. I took a selfie with him at Critics' Choice. So that was a very quick interaction, but he knows who I am. He follows me. He's interacted with me on Twitter. He's 100% aware of who Erick Weber is. That's not a question. It's not up for debate. He 100% knows who I am, the ace. Okay, but here's what I'm going to tell you is I like his characters. I understand he plays the same character in every movie, but I still like that character. I don't care if it's the bodyguard. What was the bodyguard? Hitman's bodyguard. I don't care if it's that. I don't care if it's Deadpool. I don't care if it's, what are some of the small films he did where he's like buried underground and had to get out of the casket. That's the small film he did. He did one where he talked to animals. He's done some weird shit, but now he's making huge films, obviously, as you guys know, and making so much cash. But all of that is at risk because of what happened with Ends With Us and Baldoni and trying to destroy that dude, essentially. And now that's been resolved. Of course, it was, closed because they didn't want to deal with it. They were going to take her to the stand, and she said, let's go ahead and settle this and just get it over with, because it was going to go bad for her and for Ryan and for everybody else, because who knows, Taylor Swift already kicked him out of her life, right? You saw that. Taylor Swift had her wedding, didn't invite either one of them. So they're hurting right now. This was really, really brilliant. What an absolutely perfect way to handle this. You're right though. Yeah, exactly. That's it. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, Red. And look at me. I'm not just hitting people that are paying for me. Yeah, he's looking like Ryan Wars Gosling ascending and on his way to another Oscar nom. Yeah, he's going to get one probably for Project Hail Mary, a film that I really think is overrated, guys, by the way. Hugely overrated film. Unlike, Ben Stiller, remember that? Ben Stiller shows up to pimp his soda, and like people are like, who cares? But look, here's the thing is, think about this. Ryan Reynolds was under a mask the entire day. So it's the safest way to bring him back. If he's walking around without his mask, maybe people at San Diego Comic-Con are like, someone goes up to him and goes, you're a piece of shit, you and your wife. Do you see what I'm saying? It was so just executed to perfection. The fact that he was under a hood, the Deadpool hood, and you're sitting there not able to know it's Ryan Reynolds, and then once you finally realize it's him on the floor at the Marvel Hall H presentation, you're like, oh, we love this guy. Look, it's Deadpool. He's going to be in the movie. So it's really strategically, you need to study this. This is how you do this. And this is what we do, by the way. I told you guys, as a consultant, I would be the best. I'd be the best consultant this city's ever seen. And I'm in Hollywood, so this town. Look, if you bring me in to consult on anything and you give me an idea, I'm going to say that's great. I'm going to say that's bad. I'm good. And you know what? I was thinking about this last night. So I just need you guys, let me just indulge myself for a second. When I was young, right, I used to love hit radio. I used to listen to Top 40. I used to have a subscription to Billboard magazine. One of the things I was really good at, and there's no question I was, I mean, people were like, this guy has an ear. I would listen to songs and I'd know instantly if it was going to be huge. And I think what I bring to this film space is the exact same ability to identify when a film is good and then say it's going to be huge. That's what a consultant does. And what I'm telling you guys, listen, I know I have some Hollywood big hitters watching this thing. You need to bring me in. I will absolutely make you a ton of cash, but you got to present me with the idea, and I'm going to tell you if it's going to work or not. You got to say, is this good? No. Like I talk about all the time. If you showed me Supergirl, I just said, we're going to Batgirl this. You Batgirl, we're Batgirling Supergirl. Because this isn't good. You're going to damage the DC brand. You're going to lose money because you're putting all this promotional dollars into it. So we got to mitigate that and say, let's just go ahead and just cage it. It's done. This thing's not ever going to see the light of day. And let's go into Superman with momentum, because now you don't have momentum. I would have said all these things, okay? And instead, they didn't, because Warner Brothers is, I can ride my bike to Warner Brothers. I could walk, but I could run. I mean, I can run there. I can go to Warner Brothers, and I would have watched it and said, Batgirl it. And then guess what? Who would have been right? Just real quickly. And I know you guys, well, would you have said that? Guys, watch my stream from Supergirl when I came out. It's awful. Would I have been right? Would I have saved Warner Brothers hundreds of millions of dollars? Yes, I would have. That's what I bring to the table. If Hollywood would ever wake up and use me the way that I'm designed to be used, I would absolutely slay as a consultant for any of what they want to get done. A one-man test screening, I don't care what it is. I'm going to come in and say, here's how it works. By the way, I don't care if I'm not the demographic. My taste is so elite that I'm able to figure out who the audience is for and will it work for that audience. That's why do you think I'm good, guys? Do you think anyone would even bother watching me if I wasn't talented? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Oh, Script Trooper. That guy's a fucking clown. You know, I have no respect for someone who can't even show their face to the world. Not you guys who are faceless here. I get it. No, I'm not saying. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to make videos, don't be a guy pretending to be a guy with a stormtrooper hat on and then going this and that and acting like he's a Script Trooper. You know how many fucking cosplay phonies are out there that say they're this and they're not? I'm right here. There's no hiding from this. You don't see me wearing a dead mouse mask going, look at me, I'm the ace. And you're like, who is this guy? I don't really know. That shows a lack of temerity, a lack of confidence, and a lack of fortitude, all these things that we talk about. And so Script Trooper's a guy I just laugh at. I saw that and I go, dude, you're a clown. Show your face. You know why you probably don't? Because you probably look like Jabba the Hutt. If you look like Jabba the Hutt, I get it, but you do still, you got to understand, I don't have respect for you. I have respect for people that stand in front of their words and say it. They don't hide in the corners like a coward behind an alias going, I'm the Script Trooper. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. Exactly. Harris. That's what I'm saying. This dude can talk without any receipts. I could create an account right now that says Hollywood Insider and say, I was just in a meeting at Warner Brothers and here's what's happening. And what are you going to say? Because I'm anonymous. You can't go after the person. They know that. So they use that. And look, there was a guy, I think it was one of the script guys, who they actually uncovered who it was, and he was some clown that's never done anything. But he pretended to be this big executive. And that's the thing is, I think it's like an executive guy. I forget what his name was. But that's the thing is, look at me. You know what I bring to the table. You know who I am. These people are frauds. These people are phonies. These people are not remarkable. So they create a persona to become remarkable, quote unquote, because they know it's unassailable to attack them because they're hiding in the shadows. Again, man, what I just did, I'm just going to say this, and I'm almost done here because we're at 50 minutes. I'll do a comment blast closeout, and then we're out of here. Here's what I'm going to tell you is this. What I do cannot be matched by anyone in this space, and I would argue any space. What I just did multiple times between Ryan Reynolds and what I just did right now, you cannot duplicate. No one else can do what I do. I'm not worried about AI. You know why? Because AI can't do what I do. They could never do this show. No one else could host MMT. It would be a disaster. This show will never continue once we are done. It will never happen because there's no one that could even do this right now. You guys know that. Not a single person could do this show the way I do it and as well as I do it. And that is why the grifters are attacking, because they know that it's a matter of time. This guy is going to be big and he's going to call us out. And the difference between when I am now the niche guy and when I become the man, I'm going to have a legion of army coming after you, and then you are wrecked. So get ready. Get ready. It is coming. Yes, it's true. Listen, I've been accused of looking like and sounding like J. Jonah Jameson. So the reality is this, dude. I mean, look, go back and watch the first streams. It's still me, but it's not as aggressive. I've definitely leaned into being more like just, yeah, right, because I think it gives you more entertainment. But it's still the same thing. I'm just pushing a little bit harder. I think what I've realized, and I thought about this last night, I was talking to someone, and I said, I need to push even harder at the boundaries. I need to push further, harder, and I'm not going to say nastier because I'm not going to be that guy. More accountability. I need to really hit that. And if you guys, by the way, need accountability to be called, you need to send me your comments. Put a comment in any video that I have, certainly a newer one. That way I can see it and I'm paying attention. Tell me, hey, look at this. Can you talk about this? Look at that. I am down for that because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to the gym. I'm doing other things. I don't like to sit around and like watch all these other videos. If you think you have something that's really good, bring it to me. And that makes my job easy because you're saying, hey, look at this. I look at it and say, yeah, absolutely 100%. Let's do this. Because it's like a journalist. Journalists get pitched stories. Pitch me a story. Yes, it is. It's live. Pitch me a story and I will look into it. Okay, I don't care who it is. Critical Drinker's book movie makes Stuckman's mess look good. Oh, what? He has a book? He has a movie? Critical Drinker? Does he? Dude, if it's worse than Stuckman's movie, oh fuck. I'm telling you guys, honestly, I want to make this before we have a few more comments and we're out of here. Just because someone is big doesn't mean they're legit, right? I'm more legit than people who are way bigger. There's not a question about that. None. It's not up for debate. So don't think that size of audience makes you legit. legit makes you legit, and I'm legit. So I don't care if I don't have a billion people watching, I don't have a billion subs, I don't care. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I have legitimacy, I have fortitude, I have credibility, and I have anti-agenda. This is it's like a military movie. It's bad. Yeah, I mean, to talk a bunch of shit. Dude, you guys know I wrote a script, right? At this point, guys, so I don't think the film's going to get made. I think I'm going to release the script. I do. I'm going to talk to my writing partner. I want you guys to look at it. I want you to be honest with me. I want you to look at the script we wrote. I think it's really good. I think it's very much of... It's a two-hander. It's good. I think it's great. I mean, listen, we wrote it. My writing partner is amazing. He's such a smart, brilliant man, honestly. But I think it's good. I do. But granted, I know I'm close to the material, but I'm also my hardest critic. You know, I talk about this all the time on this channel. There are times I do a stream and I go, that was too much, too hard. Why'd you do that? So I'm very hard. I say all the time, not really hard right now. But right, I'm hard on myself. And and I think that's a very important thing you need to have. You need to be real about what you bring to the table, who you are, know what your strengths and your weaknesses are. My weaknesses are that I go too far at times. My weaknesses are that maybe I'm not as dedicated to digging into the stuff as I should be. But look, I'm just happy to be doing it. I think that art, and this is art, is a process that you just need to get out there and create, and you just do it, and you don't think about it too much. You just got to go there and get it done. The moment you start overthinking stuff, the worse things get. So I want to just stay in that kind of childlike creative thing where I can just do my thing, not worry about how it's received, and then go from there. So that's how I operate. That's how I'm going to operate from, this point forward. A couple more comments and we're out of here. It's a two-hander. Yeah. Drinker's short film is everything he rages against. Total hypocrite. Is it, King? Oh my God. Seriously? I haven't seen it. Maybe we'll watch it another time. I'm too tired. I got to go to the gym. I can't do it. But listen, that's the thing is, like, again, just because Critical Drinker has millions of followers and he doesn't make him good. It doesn't. I mean, obviously, he has to have some modicum of talent to get that audience. You can't be terrible. But I'm just telling you, if it was about talent solely, we would have 1 million subscribers easily. Oh, yeah, you know that. That's not what I'm saying is not egotistical. It's 100% true. You guys know that. Dude, go back. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to offer you a challenge. I want you to watch what I just did. Go back. If you haven't seen any of this, I want you to go in to Midnight Movie Talk on YouTube, and I want you to watch this entire stream, and I want you to tell you and then I want you to go watch all of Gore's stream from Monday with Alan Ng. I want you to watch that stream and tell me which one's better. That's it. Come in and say, or maybe you say this one's got this one's got. I just want you to watch. You're probably, I bet you that you're going to say this is better. And especially remember, I don't have 2, 3, 4 people. It's me, one-man army, doing it all, and hitting cogent talking points, nailing these things, and again, being objective, anti-agenda, and talented. This is a rare combination. Thank you, guys. The 5-tool film evaluator. You guys have seen Moneyball, right? 5-tool player. Thank you. He's terrible, no talent whatsoever. Wow, really? Wow. I don't listen to enough of him, but what I just heard was very unimpressive, right? If someone sent me, like, okay, let's do this. If someone sent me a cut of what I do, I would say, this guy is definitely controversial. I can see that, but he definitely has something working there. There's no question. Like, a talent scout would be like, this guy's good. They wouldn't say, oh, next tape. They'd be like, I don't know who this is, but he's got something. Okay, look, when I did local news, we got scouted, and I've told the story, but I need you guys to hear it one more time because I just need you to understand that, again, when I tell you a story, it's true. So, because it happened. So, I was in the Fox local news division towards the end of my local news career. And I'm so glad it's over because I really didn't like it very much because I couldn't do what I really wanted to do, which is kind of like this, right? Just shoot and just be real and raw. But here's the reality. I did a lot of it on television. People were like, you do stuff that I've never seen. You don't read the teleprompter. I go 100% I don't read. I skip it a lot of times. Here's what I'm going to tell you is that, and this is true, and I don't know if he's still alive, but I can tell you this. Fox's main scout, who had been in the business forever, and he's the guy who discovered Oprah Winfrey. I have a very good source who told me his direct words were, this dude is really good. So I don't need to worry about the grifters. I don't need to worry about the film Twitter weirdos. I just need to worry about continuing to dominate because that's what we do. We're the gold standard. It's been a pleasure. I'm off to the gym. Leave me a comment if you want me to look after something. If you want to leave a comment and argue with me about something civilly, I will do that too. I'll get to it when I can. But right now, it's time for me to go to the gym. Thanks for being here on MMT. We are out on this Monday. I'll see you next time whenever. Get the updates. Midnight Movie Talk on YouTube. Peace out. Enjoy your day. Thanks for being here, guys. Bye.